guys, welcome back. I'm gonna be doing a skunk stripe on some old hair that I had. I just took the wig apart and wanted something new, wanted something fresh, so let's get into it. So here I have my blonde me. This is my developer. I got it from Amazon. I will place the link down below, and it's in the 30 volume. Then now I have my powder. Same, I got it from Amazon. So I'm going to use 2 bottles of the Kiss Semi-Permanent Dye. This is to get rid of that natural brown color that the bundles naturally come with to heighten the look. Then I have my mixing bowl and my little mixing brush. And I have gloves. I forgot to show aluminum foil, but yeah, I get the drift. Okay, so this was after the first round of bleaching. You can see that both bundles definitely probably came from 2 different vendors, being that they both had the same amount of time bleaching and one definitely came out lighter than the other. I did go back in and re-bleach both of them actually, so definitely be in mind if this ever happens. You can always go back and re-bleach the bundle by all means necessary. And here I'm just dyeing the bundle that's supposed to be black. I'm just giving it a more jet black look to it because the hair comes in a naturally brown color. So you do want to do that if you want the colors to really be vibrant and pop out. And definitely you can let it sit for however long as you want. I let mine sit for like an hour honestly because it was just dying. That's it. So I let it sit for an hour and then I washed everything out. This one is still technically the same. It lightened up a little bit, but it's still the same. And the fact that I left it on for the same amount of time, and this one had stronger developer, and the higher you go, the stronger the developer is. So it should have bleached and it should have lifted way more lighter than that one. The first time around, you saw that one even lifted better than this one did. So I'm gonna watercolor the hair with crimson and ruby red. I used 1 whole bottle of the crimson and a little bit of the ruby red, only because I did want more of a darker red look than like a really bright red look, but I did want it to pop and be vibrant. So that's where the ruby red came in, and being that one of the bundles was a little bit more browner than the other one, I did want it to give it a more heightened color. So that's why I used both bottles. So after I watercolored, I actually left the bundles in the water for probably 30 to 45 minutes, and this is the ending look. So you still can see the differences between the both bundles, so you can tell which bundle was the brown one and which one was the blonde one. But overall, I definitely did like how both of them came out with each other. I just had to layer it a different way. So the frontal I got was 18 inches and it's a transparent lace 13x4 frontal, and the hair was very nice. I'm just gonna bleach the knots on the frontal, and how I do that is I take my Got2b spray, and I normally spray like 1 or 2 layers on the hair just to brush it out the way, and then I will proceed into making my bleach concoction and then bleaching the knots. So you do want your mixture to be nice and creamy and not watery. And I do recommend to use a knife when bleaching your knots. I started using a knife. I used to use a brush, but I do find out that the knife is way more effective. You can get the little nooks and crannies of the knots, and it spreads way more easier than a brush. So here I'm just trying to find the right placement to place the frontal down on the wig stand so I can start sectioning out the sides of the frontal to bleach red. So at the top you see that I sectioned off that top part, and that's gonna stay black, and it's just the side that's gonna be red. So this is the wig, and I made it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes, and as you can see, it lifts pretty well. If you do have any bleach left over, you can always patch up little areas that you do see that could use more bleach, and let it sit and clean up any other excess bleach you don't need. So this is me dyeing the bundles red, and up close to the weft I do like to use a comb first because it really gets all those little fine hairs, and then you'll see me proceed into using a brush. So here's a close-up of me using the comb to get those fine hairs and very as close to the knots as possible. Sometimes a brush is very scary because the color can seep through the knots and you don't want that. So start off with a comb and then proceed into using a brush. So as you can see, I did make the dye sit for another hour in the hair just to make sure it's saturated, and it's looking so beautiful, coming alive. I got really excited. I started to see the vision and see the look, and I started to sew on some bundles onto my wig cap. So this is our finished product, and I am telling you guys, I am so happy of how it came out. Even with the two-tone colors in the beginning, the red definitely took nice to the bundles, and the way I sectioned it and layered it out for the color to nicely flow within each other, it just came out so beautiful. So I'm gonna insert some videos and some pictures on how the look really looked on me, and comment down below if you guys like this. Comment down below if you're gonna try it out. Let me know how it works for you, but it's definitely given, so let me know.